What's up, my buttery little biscuits? In this video, I'm going to show you how to completely turn your life around in about 10 minutes. So if you can just refrain from scrolling on TikTok or doing whatever dopaminergic activity you need to do to entertain yourself, I'm gonna spit some games. 6 years ago, my life looked completely different. It looked nothing like how it is now. There is no single decision that I made that just magically changed everything. It was actually a combination of a bunch of different little things that I'm gonna teach you in this video. Number 3 and 5 are particularly crazy, and I think it's gonna be a huge unlock for a lot of you. Number 1 is intention. You need to know what the fuck you want, and it's not as easy as you may think, because what we want when we're 22 is gonna be different from what we want when we're 25 and when we're 26 and even 28, right? But as your character develops, you learn the things that you want, right? So you have to be patient with yourself and just have a generic direction to go, right? When I was 21, what I wanted was to become a millionaire by 25. I wanted to be driving Lambos, I wanted penthouses, and I wanted all that stuff. Like, I wanted to be in Miami, traveling the world, whatever it may be. That is still the goal. However, it's compressed and it's more mature. The things that I wanted, I no longer want them for external validation, but more so for the internal affirmation of who I am, if that makes sense. At a certain point, I wanted all this stuff to sleep with multiple people, to impress all these like all these people that don't even care about me. Like, the materialistic ego bullshit has now shifted into like I want this because it is the sum of my hard work. What a Lambo symbolizes to me is that my mom's taken care of, my family's like eating good, like everybody I know and love is so like taken care of that I can literally just afford a Lambo because I've won absolutely in my life. And that was literally just an unlock I had when I was like 26 or 27. It was not something I learned like right off the gate when I was 21, right? And if you don't have intention, you're gonna be pulled like 50 different ways out of life. Like, there's gonna be like, your friends are gonna have this business idea and like you're gonna see this opportunity and you're gonna wanna sell coaching and you're gonna do whatever random bullshit, right? But if you're not well defined with what you want, you're gonna be caught drifting. And drifting means you're basically just going in a loop, like a whirlpool, like in an endless, like you're not making any progress to any of your goals. Like, you're not actually doing anything in your life that's gonna move you forward. You're just gonna be caught drifting. Because what you gotta realize is the number one adversary of you becoming successful is the devil. And he wants you to completely be drifting. And he wants you to be in this cycle of like partying and smoking and like distracted and all this bullshit, because you're not gonna have power and you're not gonna be able to influence the world the way you want to, right? You're just gonna be a cog in the machine, a siphon, like basically a sheep for those who have power to siphon energy from you. They'll be taking your energy as they're doing this, right? So take 10 minutes out of your day, clearly define what you want in life. Like, dream the biggest dream you can dream. Like, literally make it impossible. Like, dream of yachts, dream of going to the moon, dream of like marrying a celebrity. Fuck it, why not? Like, just dream something crazy, put it on a paper, and then just work backwards from there. Number 2, value. Value is something you need to redefine in your head, right? Value can be so many things. Value is like infinite, right? Like, there's infinite possibilities of what can be valuable. For example, you may throw something away, and that thing you throw away, somebody finds it in the trash and they love it, right? So like, what we think of as valuable is not necessarily what other people think of as value. So we need to like broaden our view, our scope of value, to literally mean anything. This cable right here could be considered valuable. These sticky notes right here could be valuable to somebody, right? Similar to whatever service that you think that you can do may be valuable to somebody. When you shift it to that lens, you start to think, okay, I have this accumulated skill set of like the 15, 20, 25, 30, 40 years of the life that I've lived. It has been completely unique to me. I have experience with all these unique things that other people will not. So I can now solve this problem for particular people. For me, I had done 5 years in roofing sales, and I also am really good with computers, right? So I put these two skill sets together to start a marketing agency for roofing companies. And now we scale literally Facebook ad accounts for roofing companies beyond the moon. And people pay me well for it, right? This is a skill set unique only to me. I have many competitors in the field of like roofing sales, or like roofing marketing. However, none of them have the experience on the field that I do, and that is literally my competitive edge. And that's how I can build an offer in my market that is completely unique and completely stands out and completely wins no matter who you put me up against. So you need to think of, what value can I put into the world? What set of skills, like farming with like computer, or maybe like mechanics with like computer, like what things can I combine that's like unique to my set of skills? Or maybe entertainment, right? Like maybe you can like, I don't know, there's tons of things, right? But like you have to like put real thought into like what you can be valuable, and then create an offer around it. And an offer is essentially just going to be, I will do this for you and then you pay me this. I will do value in exchange for money. And now with money, you can literally go and do whatever you want with your life. Number 3 is volume. Volume is like the sneaky secret that's actually holding you back from the life that you want. Like volume is the cure-all to everything. You're not in shape because you haven't put enough days in the gym, right? Enough volume. You don't have the person that you want or love because you haven't put enough reps into like your speech and like yourself and like becoming the person that would attract that type of person in the first place. So you need volume, right? And you don't have the money you want because you're simply not talking to enough people. Now, when I used to knock doors, I literally thought that knocking like 10 or 20 doors was like an insane amount. Like it was like a taxing day of work. Because to be fair, it is a good hour or two worth of work. And it's not fun, right? It's relatively a lot of doors. But I realized I need to do hundreds of doors in order to make my income goal of like what I actually want. And even 500 or 1,000 doors. I never got to 500 or 1,000 doors a day. I did get to 100, and I was able to blow through my income goal, which was 10,000 at a time. And in scaling my marketing agency, to get it off the ground, I was literally thinking that I just had to make a couple hundred cold calls. Like I was calling maybe like 80 people a day or something like that. And then I realized like, no, I need to be talking to 10,000 roofing companies a month. And I built a system around that, right? So I literally started sending out like 8,000 texts a month. I started making like 2,000, 3,000 cold calls a month. I started sending like 2,000 emails a month. And that was what gave us our initial like leverage to hit our first $10,000 a month in March. From that point on, it's literally just paying for ads and it's smooth sailing from there. It's like a full unlock to your life. But volume negates luck. Volume is the one secret that if I just wish I could hammer into myself when I was 21, would have saved me so much time. I would have just told myself like, dude, you can be rich. Like all you got to do is go knock 500 doors. Like get it done this week. And then I would have been like, how the fuck am I going to get 500 doors done this week? I haven't even knocked 100, right? But then it becomes relative once it's out of the way. And it's like one of those things you have to like numb in your mind. And if you have a weak, fragile mind and not a good decision-making process, you're going to succumb to that shit. 4 is going to be routine. So now that you have your intention set, you have a value to give to the world, and you're putting in enough volume to like actually get your dream result, now it's about maintaining the routine. You have to get in kind of a, like basically like the same exact like method of the whirlpool. You want to be in a harmonic beat in life. Like you want to just like effortlessly wake up and go to the gym and effortlessly make your calls, do your sales calls, send your texts, do like the duties. This is what you call chop your wood and carry your water, right? It's just your daily duties that you need to do. Like you need wood to be warm and you need to go get water to drink, right? It's like literally just daily duties. Like chop your wood, carry your water. Do your daily duties. And in a rhythm, you will start to notice like over weeks and months and years, these things start to compound. My fitness and my mental state and like my knowledge has literally exponentially grew to the point where I feel like well equipped in so many avenues of life just because of the amount of books I've read, the amount of meditation I've gone under, like the amount of like I know myself deeply. This isn't something I just unlocked in like the first week or like even 6 months down the line. This is something that took years of refining to do. And it's not like I did it every day. It's like it's a process, right? Like you have to like start with one, add a little bit, get that one going, and then pick up another habit. This isn't something that just comes overnight. Like you have to work at it and you have to like maintain the consistency with whatever you want, whether it be romance or money or fitness, whatever it may be. You need to be consistent, like in all avenues of life. So that's why routine is so important. And step 5. Now I told you guys at the beginning of this video that number 3 and number 5 are going to be the huge unlocks. Volume was a huge unlock for me, right? So I hope that like whatever it is you do or sell, like you can literally pitch anything, and if you do it to like 20,000, 100,000 people, somebody's gonna say yes, and like you're actually gonna get yeses, and you don't have no skill. Similarly with number 5. Now the biggest dream you can dream, right? We revolve our identities around this to a point. Like it is really important. Like we hold it in a really high regard, to be honest with you guys. Like for me, being able to go to Miami and like drive these sports cars and like live this extreme lifestyle and like do all this shit was the basis of my identity for many years. And when I turned 25 and I wasn't a millionaire, that completely like shattered my soul. And as life goes on, like you just like get more and more beat, like more and more disappointed and let down, and people you care about just completely like end up screwing you over and all this, and like you become numb to life, right? And I read this book called Reality Transurfing, which is like a 36-hour long audiobook, and it's literally going to change your life if you actually like sit through it. Many millionaires talk about it. I read this like last year and I practiced it in person, but it really took shattering my soul, losing like everything and like being nothing in order for it to really hit. Like I essentially gave up on all my dreams and goals. Like I gave up on everything. I was like, fuck this. Like it's not in the cards for me. All these people suck. Whatever it may be. Like right, like personal problems, boring, yawn. The next month, my business hit $10,000 in revenue. And we've maintained that like the entire year through. And I genuinely do not care who comes in. Like any of my clients, like just can feel them super like not give a fuck, like nonchalant vibe I have on the calls, because I'm like, whatever, bro. You know, like I just do not care. And that was the unlock that like changed everything for me, because now it's like I'm in a whole different spot than what I was like at the beginning when I was in this mental state, when I was at zero. Like you can go back to my YouTube like 4, 5, 6 months before this video, and you're like, you can see it in me, like how like defeated I am and like how all this shit has like compiled. And now it's just like, well, I'm coasting, but it's like, it's not enough. I don't care. It's a weird balance, but hard to put into words for sure. But when you drop importance, it's almost like you have this magnet, right? Like two negatives will like just repel each other. It's like when you try to pursue a girl too hard and she like gets disgusted and goes away. And when you drop it, you just like you see how the world just like starts attracting everything that you dreamt of like straight to you, starts delivering it to your front door, and like just on a silver platter basically gives it all to you. It takes a little bit of skill, and probably need to go read the book Reality Transurfing in order to like fully get it, but once you guys get it, it's going to be a huge unlock. So that's it. Those are the 5 most important things that if I just knew like 6 years ago, I would have been fine. I would have like unlocked it all and I would have been great, well on my way, right? Just because you're not where you want to be today doesn't mean that you're destined to be where you are forever. You can change your life at any time. It does not matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you're in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't matter if you're in a big city and want a quiet life. At any point, we as humans are extremely adaptable, and we can change our lives and become whatever we would like to be. And if you just practice these 5 simple concepts in your life, everything will change for you. I hope you the best. I hope you win. Go dream the biggest dream you can and win, man.